Despite Jakob Poeltl being out, despite Pascal Siakam being out, despite being on the second night of a back-to-back, the Raptors put up a resilient and excellent performance against the Los Angeles Clippers, but ultimately fall short to one of the hottest teams in the NBA. Let's break it down and everything that you need to know in tonight's post-game show. Reminder, everybody watching, to hit that like button to help drive us up in that YouTube algorithm. It really does make a difference to the channel. And if you want to see Raptors content like this for every game that they play, you got to be subscribed to the channel as well. Join the Amateur Hour Army today. But this is a deflating one. The Raptors really got this one right. They really had a good performance here. They were up one after one quarter, down one after two quarters, up one after three quarters, but just can't quite get it in the fourth quarter. Really feeling that second night of a back-to-back here. For the entire game, it just felt like the Raptors were really fighting hard to stay in this game. They were playing really well, but it always felt like the Clippers, who have been just sensational lately, it always felt like the Clippers had that little stretch in them where they just pull a little bit too far away from the Raptors, and that stretch came right at the start of the fourth quarter. Felt like fatigue was starting to settle in. Raptors on the second night of a back-to-back. They're on the fifth leg of their West Coast road trip here. No doubt fatigue played a part, and the Clippers the big-time players started making the big-time plays. Paul George just started hitting every open three pretty much that the Raptors afforded him. Like, it was pick your poison on defense for the Raptors. Really got the schemes right today, but Paul George punished late. He goes 12 of 22 for 29 points, plus 15 as well in the game, which was the best of the night for any player, either of the teams. But there's only so much that the Raptors could have done in this one. There's only so much they could have done to compete with the Clippers. I'll give a ton of credit to the coaching staff and Darko Rajakovic. Schematically, they got this one like damn near perfect tonight. Size was going to be a problem without Poeltl. They gave up some offensive rebounds, which will suck. Some putbacks go in, some second chance points go in. Perhaps a little bit sloppy with the 14 turnovers compared to the 7 by the Clippers. These things can come into play a little bit. Yes, 100%, but you got to hand it to the Raptors for how they defended today. I know they scored 126, but they did what they could. And they did, I think, pretty much as good of a job as they could. And once again, the offense continues to cook. Schroeder was great today, but Barrett, once again, outstanding performance. Quickly, once again, looks great for the Raptors. And there's a ton of positive takeaway. Like, as I keep saying for these post-game shows, I'm not like super concerned with the win-losses stuff. If we're playing well and we're getting better, that's what's important to me. We're doing that. It just feels deflating because the effort, the resiliency, the work that went into this game, the Raptors deserve to get a win out of this one. It's just the Clippers are that good that they can punish the Raptors for the little mistakes that they do make. And that's what they did. The Raptors ended up going down by 11 at one point in the fourth. That was the largest the lead got. They fought back all the way to a 3-point game before Paul George hits a dagger 3 with 30 seconds left to extend the lead back to 6. Really started to see Scotty Barnes perhaps feeling the second night of the back-to-back. He was limping a little bit, front rimming his shots. He only goes 1 of 5 from 3. But once again, I mean, the Raptors put on a great performance here. And I cannot be upset here. Coaching got it right. Players, like, really no games that were that bad. Like, Boucher wasn't great off the bench, whatever. Barnes maybe wasn't at his best, only 12 points, but 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. Like, there's still some great numbers there for Scotty Barnes. So plenty of positives that we can take away. But let's look at what the individuals accomplished. So Thad with another very sound performance. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, goes 4 of 5. Great stuff from Thad. Barnes, as I said, maybe not his best night, 1 of 5 from 3, but 4 of 5 on 2s, 2 blocks, like still good numbers. Schroeder with another really nice performance, started in the absence of Pascal Siakam, 22 points for him. Barrett, outrageous display again. Best player on the floor for the Raptors. He goes 10 of 16, 4 of 6 from 3, bailed them out on so many occasions. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, there's 4 turnovers, but I can forgive that. He was excellent here. Manuel quickly dictating the offense once again. He goes for 25 points. A little inefficient at 7 of 16, but makes 9 out of 9 from the line. Big difference for the Raptors here. 6 assists and a steal, going with Emmanuel Quickley's stat line. Off the bench, we got a really good bench display, particularly in the first half. Gary Trent contributed with some big shots here. Is he starting to turn the corner potentially? Jonte Porter, a really nice night off the bench as well. 9 points. Got them all early, but fundamentally sound again. Ends up with 7 rebounds and 4 assists to go with those 9 points. Garrett Temple got minutes, won those minutes, had 3 points on a corner three. McDaniels didn't look out of place as he normally does. There was a lot to like about this game. You just run into one of the best teams in the NBA right now. James Harden had 11 assists. Kawhi Leonard had 29 points. Paul George had 29 points. There's only so much you could really have expected the Raptors to do here. They did probably the max they could give, and it just wasn't enough in the end. I can live with that. We go 55 from the field, 55%. We go 40% from 3. Yeah, they go 53% from the field. They go 44% from 3. But maybe offensive rebound costs you a bit with the possession battle because, well, for them, we get more free throws, but they get 4 extra possessions off of offensive rebounds. They get, oh my God, they got 8 extra possessions off of turnovers in the end, 15 turnovers. Is that fatigue? Is that a little bit of sloppiness coming into play? Whatever it is, I've said it enough. I'm happy with the performance. I can go to bed with a positive mindset about this team here. It's almost 1 a.m. at the time of recording here. But unfortunately, though, they slipped to 2-3 on this road trip. You want to close out the road trip with a win against the Utah Jazz, which I would have said was a very winnable game last week. The Jazz just absolutely beat down the Denver Nuggets. They've won 9 of their last 11 games. All of a sudden, they're 19 and 20. This all of a sudden is not going to be a win. They can win, but it isn't nearly as winnable as it was. So tough game to end the road trip. Let's try to come out of that road trip with a 3-3 record. However, we'll end off the post-game show with a little bit of suspicion here, a little bit of conspiracy theory. All I'm saying, Pascal Siakam, late scratch for this one. Also late scratches today, Jarris Walker, Jalen Smith on the Pacers. It's a funky coincidence. I don't think this is suggesting that Siakam's on the way out, but I think that it's a strange and suspicious coincidence that all this is going down. Second night of back-to-back. Apparently Siakam had back spasms. I'm just saying, hey, maybe keep an eye on your Twitter feed, your Shams and Woj notifications for the next 24 hours or so, and we'll see what happens there. But thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe to the channel for content like this for every Raptors game. We'll see you again soon. We'll see you again at the next game as the Raptors take on the Utah Jazz to end off that West Coast road trip.